Hey, people, what up? How's it going, guys? Let me make the music a little bit quieter. Hey, we're back. We're back. Valhalla. Sorry, I was out of t-shirts today because it's laundry day, so I'm gonna be in a tank top. Super uncomfortable, but yeah. How's the music levels? Too low, probably. Let me do this. Let's put the music on. How's it going, everybody? What's his name? Von Zimmer? No. Irish music. That's the guy, yeah. Adrian von Zilger. Yeah, we're gonna take this guy. How's the sounds good? Okay, music too low, or is it good? More Viking streams, huzzah! Hey, rich guy, hello. Etum Brana. Jesus here. Vasim. Polimier. Della. It's good? Okay, good. Music is perfect. How about now? Still perfect? Hey, Nicola. I have no idea what to do today on the stream, so we'll figure out. I should. I forget that you guys can see my armpits. I'm used to being t-shirts. All right. Okay, music too loud in my ears a little bit. Let's do something like this. Yeah. Right. We have multiple things that we can do today. Hey, Celestial. Are we still spamming? If you want to spam, if you wanna get greetings from Morocco. If you want to boost the stream and then just spam something, what are we gonna spam today? You spam whatever you want, guys. I just want to hang out with everybody and see how everybody's doing. We have two choices today. We start a new painting. I have 3 little sketches that I want to do. One is like Vikings on a Viking boat, just chilling. The second one is kind of initiation of a boy who killed half snake, half cyborg thing, and all the Vikings kind of go, ah! And then a sea battle where Vikings go, Trah! With a machine gun. And I'm not sure which one to do. Hey, see, what's up, my dude? I even blocked in local colors for the color schemes for everything, but I'm not really feeling like color today. I'm feeling more like starting something new. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do something new, or you want to do some color? What are you feeling like? And then the other one I wanted to do is a continuation of this little thing. I posted a little animation today. Yeah, with a meteor, which is actually an alien spaceship crashing into Viking world. And I wanted to do kind of like a follow-up keyframe where they're discovering it. I did some thumbnails, could be interesting, but also try to do some weird designs. They look a little bit inappropriate, but oh well, what can you do? Ow, I laughed so hard, something popped in my body. 3 or 1. Hello from Chicago. Hello, Chicago. Hello, Mexico. Alright, since you guys don't know what to do, I'm probably just gonna do a new sketch because that is fun. The idea is super simple. Here's my little Lego scene. A sheep crashed. Boom. Forest everywhere. Have to put a camera. Huge ship. Little Vikings. Cinematic. Cool. Awesome. You know what? I'm probably gonna delete this pinkadoodle. Or at least hide it. It's so ugly. I don't like it. I just, hardest thing about painting is figuring out what thumbnail you want to go with, because Each of those has a great potential. That's why I like storyboarding, because with storyboarding you don't have to actually choose frame. You can just do all of them. But with a keyframe art, you have to do all of them. I even gathered some refs. This is the feeling that I want to go for. Like, I always like those, you know, huge engines. They're just halfway. This is a little bit of an old wreck. I want to have a fresh wreck, you know, with the trees and fire still going, type of a deal. Yeah. Спасибо, Serge. Hey, Lubov. Hey, y'all. Good morning. It's not morning for me. It's 11:56. All right. I have to choose a thumbnail. So hard. I really don't know. Kind of like this one, but then there's no fallen trees, and it looks like the ship landed versus crashed. This one is a little bit generic. I did do a little Blender scene for it and then painted on top of it. What feeling are we going for, right? Let's write it down. Let's write it down somewhere here. Huge alien. It always helps when you write things down when you start painting anything to get your simple statement done. Huge alien spaceship. Spaceship. Crash landed. Crashed. Trees. Burning. Ground. Hot. That was going on. Hot. Am I locking the layer by accident? Ground hot. And steaming. Yeah, because when you write things down, you can technically see like huge alien spaceship crashed. Even, you know, by analyzing your sentence, you can see how much percentage of a painting is gonna each object taken, right? So for example, then Vikings approaching it. Approaching. So we're gonna have, what is this? Probably 75, 65%, 60%. No. I'm gonna have 5% Vikings. It's like a recipe. 5% Vikings. Spaceman, huge alien spaceship crash. Probably 50, 65, 65. Then 30% forest. Okay. Which of the thumbnails correspond to our simple statement? None of them. Well, really, none of them. Oh, this one a little bit. 65% of a ship. 30% of ground and forest. And 5% Vikings. So we should do that one. That one's pretty dynamic. You know what? Good thing about digital art, if you don't like it. Hey, Irina. Hey, Dima. The cool thing about digital art, if you don't like it, you can always redraw it. And, you know, it's good to commit to something, at least in the beginning. And then see where it's gonna take you. So, you know, you have to be brave. You have to be brave. And I kind of like that it's, you know, it's kind of like the belly of the ship. But it just looks, doesn't look crashed. Now, let's just take the relationship of this and then just sketch on top of it. We'll take the same perspective. The horizon line, I like it because it's dynamic. We're gonna have a, it's a weird vanishing point, but oh well. Let's have something like this. Misha's way of doing perspective, just blah. By the way, guys, how are you doing? Damn, Misha, you got buff. Thank you. It's all about from rock climbing, yes, and eating, and then also not having art camp 3 times a week, 100 hours a week, and then chain smoking also kind of helps your health a lot. So I lost a lot of weight during the art camp. I mean, I rewatched the old streams, one of the last ones, and I look half dead. Did you hit the gym today? No, not yet. I haven't. I'm gonna go in like 2 or 3 hours. I'm planning to do a 2 or 3 hour stream just to hang out with you guys. Plus, I'm very excited for this continuation of the story. Remember, a long time ago, I showed you during the summer the story of Dog and the Viking. Those guys. And they found a little baby. And this little baby was saved. So, I'm continuing the story now. But the Viking now is old Olaf. And the little Viking grew up a little. A lot of people say he kind of looks like me from the back. If I had red hair, maybe. Maybe we should design him. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm not going to design him for now because usually when I do paintings, I do them in like packs of 5 to 10. And then right now I'm just starting with a bunch of establishing shots. Which I like establishing shots a lot. And then when time comes to zoom in on them, and especially have maybe like close-ups of their faces, reacting maybe to the aliens, we'll figure out. The next painting after that, I have a plan to have basically like a huge dude sitting in the control room on the throne in hibernation, and he's gonna look like an old North god. Because that's the whole shtick. Okay, right. We're gonna start with the ship. You know what? Maybe we can change this up a bit. Maybe we're gonna have. Maybe we're gonna have the ship facing this way. And also, I'm really bad at designing stuff, so I'm just gonna have a genetic looking spaceship. From this side, or you know what? Screw it. Let's go with the original sketch. We just need to populate populated. So perspective, that's here. Okay. Maybe it's gonna have like wing things over here. Now we're covering the Vikings a little bit, but oh well, what can you do? They have a little bit of a fisheye effect on them. Because the ship is so... shot is so wide-angled. How long does it often take you to finish painting a comp like this? Were you still looking for help on the Lumber Saga? You just woke up? So many questions, guys. Depends on the painting. So right now I have, like, for example, this painting that I did over here, I recorded the whole process for a tutorial. They're gonna publish it probably later. I can try to find it for you, actually. Let's see, where is it? Boop, 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 boop. Here it is. Let me drag it so you can guys see it. I started with a... I think it was the whole thing, or 4 hours and 41 minutes. The composition itself took me probably 15, because this was a pretty simple composition. So, and then I colored it pretty quickly. Honestly, I was messing around with the ship design a lot in there. So probably pure time, like 3 hours, 4-ish, if I wasn't like messing around and stuff. So yeah, an average painting, it takes me 4 to 5 hours, depending on its complexity. More complex, 10 hours, something like that. I think the biggest painting I did was like 100 hours, but that was pretty inexperienced. It could have been easily 50. But yeah. Bada boom, bada bum. Yeah, I don't like that. Something like this. Maybe we're gonna have lava going. No, the earth is gonna be split. I love how you don't really rely on detailed line art. It slowed me a lot. Hey! Yeah, also, I'm still looking for help on lumber saga stuff. Yeah, well, sometimes I do detailed line work. Not often. Depends on my mood, I guess. But it does slow me down a lot. It's gonna propellers. Repetitions usually good. Then we have to move the little spinkadoodles. You know what? Let's have broken trees on the sides. And let's... Because the thing is, line work could be very tricky. Because not everyone, you know, he thinks in terms of shape, negative shape, value, all that stuff. And line work can trick a lot of people into thinking that the painting is actually much better than it actually is. And then when you have just values, it's really good for you because you can think in terms of shapes, how dynamic everything else, in terms of depth. Line work is important. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love line work. Helps me out a lot. So I was thinking maybe to have the ship white, and then everything else around to be kind of this color. I don't know. We'll see. Because I want it to be very outworldly. But man, it's so hard to paint a local color of white in a whatchamacallit, in the shadow. We'll see. We'll see how we'll do. We have Control Z always, so no worries. That's my line. Love the perspective grid, man. I always like to see those in the beginning process. Are you working today or just chilling? I'm always chilling, Dima. Hey, Julie, what's up? I'm surprised Vikings still show up. That's good. Let's have the forest to be knocked down over here. And maybe even some, you know. It's gonna be just debris of broken trees. And again, when you're doing your layout, guys, something like this, just, you know, loosey-goosey. Just, you know, do it almost like you are punching somebody. Just, bah, forest. Bah, another forest. Beautiful. Yeah. And it's all about... No, lately I've been thinking about negative shapes a lot. Because I watched this super cool storyboarding course that my friend recommended to me. I forgot who is it by. I need to double check. But I started paying attention to negative shapes much more. It's all about where your eye can wander, right? And negative shapes, I mean this, like, ooh, right? Cool, right? And then, oh, another negative shape. It's always like we're carving little holes in our paintings, right? When was the last time you did traditional painting? Ooh. Can you count airbrushing as a traditional painting? Because last time I did airbrushing as in a traditional medium when I went to like airbrushing school. Because before I became a freelancer and a professional, quote unquote, artist, I used to do a lot of airbrushing jobs for like skate park dudes, you know, just tuning up their helmets and stuff, painting skulls. So yeah, I did airbrushing school, and then sometimes I was like, right now I do lots of sketches, little sketchbook. I'll show you a little spinkadoodle. Yeah, it's like a little ballerina dress. I have no idea why. Do I have anything more here? Yeah, I do. Lots of like little portraits. Do I have anything else in there? It's usually like, I call it mindless doodling. I had more. Sure if you can see, but it's a guy. Oh, come on. It's a guy on a bear escaping a giant serpent. And then there's more little storyboard moments from my Lumber Saga script. But it's nothing special right now. Yeah. Just things, you know. To always monitor the chat. I was planning going in to go watch the video you posted several days ago. When was the last time you did traditional painting? Oh, yeah. So it's not a traditional sketching. Not too long ago, as you can see. But painting. I gotta confess, I never really did serious painting. Every time I would do like gouache or watercolor, they turned out like, you know, impressionist painting, because I could never really have the, you know, the right technique and the pipeline overall. Like I just didn't know how to do it. It's really hard for me always. Why turning white? Huh. I have this thing clipped. Interesting. Oh, I see. Just do it here too. Got it. So fix the sketch a little bit. Put things out of perspective. The whole thing is kind of super unfunctional, but you know, my understanding of perspective and everything else, if it looks correct, you know, don't stress about it too much. I might have to lower these things here a little bit. It's like, yeah, just don't stress too much about it. Okay, this goes, you know what? I'm gonna leave those circles just in case if I'll need a mask to paint it in. And let's get our main characters in, because that's kind of important. You know what? This kind of looks like a... kind of like... I like when the characters are like super small. They'd be like, whoa! Or you know what? We can do a classic thing. We can do like a super foreground. Yeah, just for presentation sakes, let me take out the old silhouette of those guys, so I can just have them as placeholders. Ooh, hello layer management. Boink, boink. Right, so I can have them as a thing. It has to be taller. Never mind, that's a bad idea. Let's just have primitive shapes of them. When you think like this, just, you know, simple shapes, your life is much easier. You don't overcomplicate things. In the beginning I had those peeps here, those Vikings. It's not very... First of all, we don't have a good foreground element. Well, alright, we have the wing at the foreground element. Maybe like, where will I have them? How many layers do I end up with? This thing has 137, but it's not true. It's like... Yeah, this one is not a cleaned up one. Let me see. I have a cleaned up version of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. Like 20 layers. Usually I start with like 2 or 3. Right now I'm not cleaning everything up. When things get cluttered, I usually just go ahead and clean it up. So I have a friend who worked on Klaus, and he said Sergio Pablos always said foreground elements. I'm not sure if it's true or not. But in animation, you just need something like right here to have like extra depth. Yeah, a lot of merging. I create a couple, you know, throw things around after I'm done. I'm like, okay. like, the thing is why I don't like this composition is because it looks like the Vikings just they're not hiding from the ship. They're like stupid tourists in like Yellowstone, Wyoming that go up to like bison. Those are pretty tough warriors that know that scouting is everything. So if they would probably be around this ship, hey David, they would probably be somewhere around here, just hiding. Maybe we can have them as a. Yeah, because I think we're gonna open up the ground, and it's gonna have like hot air coming out of it. It's kind of like this. This looks like a good storyboarding shot, but not a really good keyframe shot. Yeah. Oh well. But I'm trying to find my line work. Maybe have like a few. Oh, there has to be rocks in front of it, right? Maybe we have to. Oh, you know what? This doesn't look too bad. You know, fog is always your friend. Just fog it up for depth. Let's see how it looks without line work. I like. Nice graphic shapes. Very Mr. Incredible. But they need to be kind of like, whoa. That line reminded me that it could be cables. They're hiding behind a giant rock, poking the ship with a long pole. Could be that. Could be that. Or they can be just running like, ah! You know, with a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Oh, oops. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Let's, because the ship, like, here's another thing. When I start keyframes, a lot of the times when I have silhouettes of the characters, they're just as placeholders. And I know it's not an ideal way, but sometimes I find the story when I go into the painting, and I really like this process of discovery. I really like it. It's like you never know how the painting is gonna turn out, right? You're setting up a good, interesting. Okay, well, interesting may be debatable, but a good base for yourself to succeed on, right? And you don't know how it's gonna turn out. Yeah, this is too small. So, in terms of story, we're probably gonna figure out later. Right now, I want to do maybe there's gonna be some cable stuff. Yeah, being over here, or more negative shapes, I guess. I don't like that they. This is nice, huh? Healing. Doing ship designs. Hey, Natalia. See, now that's why I talk about importance of negative shape. Is right now I'm just gonna again, and I'm not the best at it, but I'm just gonna be trying to find interesting, intricate things, and it's not really 100% functional, but it still look like it's functional. And then we can use those lines as masks and color them in. Of course, coloring is my favorite part about all of this, but you gotta love every step of the way, because if you don't like that, then it's gonna be really hard to paint. How are you guys doing in terms of productivity? Let's talk a little bit about that. How's your new year? How's your new goals? You ready to smash and enter the Artist Valhalla? I like that, I like that. Yeah. Oh, those things, that's what. I've been drawing more new character, so I guess that's good. To study value more, nice. If you last stream made the schedule for me, it's hard, but I'm trying to follow. Good, good. Very nice. It's amazing. Yeah, I have a schedule too now. I wake up around 6:30, 7 or 7:30, depending on my mood. Because sometimes your body feels a little bit, needs a little bit more stuff to survive. In those days I have mercy upon myself and I wake up at 7:30. But now I go to bed every time at 9, like an old person. No offense to old people, but yeah, that's what you do. Yeah. So now I am 100% Grandpa Misha. Mishma. Sleep is good. Yeah, sleep is good. You know, because I kept waking up like, you know, that feeling when you're waking up, it's like you haven't slept at all. That's how it was for me every single night. You're waking up groggy and like, sorry for the sound. Yeah. YouTube messaged me. Are we violating something? I heard there's a new YouTube update that you cannot curse within the first 2 minutes of your video. It's not that you would get demonetized, but something. And then I said, darn, I like cursing so much. Not really. I don't curse that much. Well, okay, I do sometimes. in English, not in Russian. I don't know why. In Russian it just feels weird. In English it's just funny words. Alright. Okay, I made a little bit of a stupid mistake, and I don't have this as a separate layer. No, I do. There's a cool feature in Lasso. Oh, what if we're gonna have this like that? Ooh, I like that. You know, I like this more than like this, maybe. Because we already have depth in there. We'll see. You can in your Magic Wand settings, you can make it that it picks up every similar value or color on the entire canvas. It doesn't matter what layer you're on, and sometimes it's could be very useful. All right, let's create some kind of samurai jack circuit board texture, so we can start texturing this quote-unquote alien ship. One thing I don't like about Paint to Sai a little bit, the transform tools are not super good. There's no warp tools, no nothing, so Photoshop is much better than that, but you know, it's too late for me to jump to Photoshop. Unless someone wants to hold my hand while I do it. Whee! Okay. All right. A tiny ladder up the cylinder. Maybe we'll do it. We still need to like add glowing effects and stuff somewhere. Okay. We need to keep this in a separate layer so we can have it as a mask later on. Texturing the ship. That's another thing about painting. Think ahead, make your life easier. But don't overcomplicate it. Let's have this thing this. It's gonna be scourged. I don't know how to pronounce it. This needs to be. I don't know what it needs to be yet, but we'll see. It's so funny because at the same time this ship needs to have an occlusion. Alright, let's just have that. Alright, the ship itself. Glowing things? Do we want glowing things? Let's see if we want glowing things. Okay. What is this? This is nothing. This is also nothing. This is line work. Okay, for ship to glow. I need to be. Ooh, I kind of like that. That looks cool. A little bit too messy, but we can always do something about it. This is weird. Also looks weird. Oh well. Okay. Let's hide you for a little bit. If I can, Mish, what is the story behind the keyframe again? I got a sense it was some Viking trying to invade an enemy ship or inspecting it was empty. The story is this. It's pretty simple. Where's my refs? Vikings see a meteor and it goes, and then they go inspect. What is it? And it's an alien ship that crashed. I'll try something. Just this way, the ship. Ah, gosh, I'd imagine that story as a high fantasy show that would be on Amazon too. No, hopefully, my plan with Lumber Saga is to self-produce it. By artist, for artists, and however long it take to do, so be it. I'm just having fun while I have time. Well, the scale sells now, right? It's a huge freaking ship, man. They're too big now. They'd be like this big, I think. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do fog. You do this, and then you erase in between. You make it flowy. Whoosh, whoosh. Flowy fog. And where's the characters? There you go. And then you take out the smudge tool and you go, whoa, yeah. And you mess up your value range, but that's okay. I kind of like it. Starting to slowly but surely, you know, I think turn into something. It's not perfect. We'll probably have to push the ship into perspective a little bit. Yeah. Oh no. No. It's okay. I'll redo the fog. It's turning out very Samurai Jacky-ish. I like it. Samurai Jack is a very... That little tree. Yep. Second time is the charm. You know what? I'm just gonna have it right like this for now because every time I usually do too complex of a fog, the fog itself becomes a character. And fog is usually just to separate the foreground and everything else. Let's do the characters a little bit. So they have a little bit of a little pose. Be like. They're just gonna stand there at awe. Looks like Slenderman. Good enough for now. Oops. Oh, hello, I'm streaming. Just warning you. Just in case. I'm streaming. Say hi. My wife says hi. $64? What are you guys talking about? Was my nipples showing? Uh-oh. Oh, RAM. Okay. Woo! I was thinking, it's like, what are the numbers? 64 gigs of RAM. Holy moly. Hey guys, we have a rendering farm. As part of our Discord server. I know where we're gonna render the Lumber Saga animation. +80 Viking stream now. Sneaky enemies in the phone round, maybe. Yeah, I was just very confused. Because all my t-shirts again, Luba put in the washing machine, and all I end up with team tops.
What?
Nothing. Anyways, I couldn't find any t-shirts for the
Do you
stream.
want me to find one?
No. It's
Oh,
okay.
you look good.
Thank you. like this. It's a kind of like a storyboardy look to it. I just want to be kind of like almost go through the ruins, the forest ruins. I'm probably gonna do it many times before I get it right. Let me get a bunch of junk in the foreground. Just kind of challenging. Maybe something like this. Believe it or not, I did experience walking on a forest like this. And our village got burned up in Russia in one of their summers. The whole river anyway, river shore was in those trees, and they were like stacked up against each other like Legos, like almost like 50 meters up. You could like travel between logs from one to one. It was quite cool. I liked how it was before. Okay. Oh, leg asleep. Ah! Oh, no. Right. Ah, it's all good. Did anyone know what caused the fire? Yeah, it was an electric malfunction of an electric box. And it caught fire, and then the fire truck that came in ran out of water. It didn't have any water. And then the truck after that couldn't start their water pump. So what happened then is there's a special material on roofs that basically started not igniting but getting very hot, and after it gets very hot it started to explode and fly into next houses. So by the end of the day the entire village was burned up. It was actually quite surreal. It was like because we had to feed all of our gas tanks in the house, and there was like 20 children because there was like a children's JR Tolkien camp. And then we went by the road far away from the fire, and then when it came back, there was just scorched earth, trees, houses, people sitting next to their houses. But it was nice because everyone came together and helped each other out who needed food and stuff. We got lucky. Our house didn't burn up because we had my wife's house, her parents' house, didn't burn up because had a little pond on its premises. And yeah. And a little pond. It's a small village. There was almost no funding for fire department there. Fire department was like one old dude or someone that is off duty. I don't know. But yeah, like on the second or third day, I think a giant airplane came from Moscow and put the fire out. So that was nice. Perfect spot for those guys. Maybe not. Okay. You know what? Let's merge everything. It's getting out of hand. I can create... What's that? Oh. I can create masks later on. This is gonna be probably... You know... This has to be a smaller... I think forest. Well... Turn this off for now. Будет. Hey, hello, mate. It's not done yet. For how long have we been streaming? 1 hour. It's okay, about normal. Not sure about the fire yet, but our duty as artists is to test things out. What about giant? Bog. No. What about this? Like that. Maybe. Maybe not. Are those cylinders or drills? I have no idea. It's a sci-fi looking something. No, it's a little bit. That's another thing why I don't like putting fog too early. It's because sometimes... Okay, this is the ground plane. I get the values of the thing itself correctly. VFX, let's go. Sorry if I scared anybody. Scale is epic. Yeah, I like the scale too. There's like, what? You know, that's what it feels like. And that's what I wanted. Whoa. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe he's just gonna color this next session. Maybe tomorrow. Anyone up for a stream tomorrow? Damn. Activate. It's a giant spaceship that just arrived. You don't understand?
Trying. Ah.
See,
Okay.
just landed in here. No.
That's cool. But it's his head shows me.
What?
Почему мне такой голова маленькая?
Because it's Olaf. He has a small head.
Okay.
My wife always critiques. Why is he the blue?
No, I like it.
Praise me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Will I save the stream? Yes, I will save the stream. No worries. You will be able to rewatch it. I'm not modern day James. I'm a bad businessman, so I will. He's a good businessman, I'm a bad businessman. Okay. But for now, let's delete you. So I just use the bucket for the smoke. Yep. I usually do a shape, and then within the shape, do little shapes. Hey, in my league. Hello, party people. Hello, hello. We are the party people. Sometimes I sound like the guy from Madagascar. I have the same accent sometimes, don't know why. It's funny. I think this is kind of cool. Can double check if it works. Whoa. Kinda works. Okay. Люся, можешь ложку принести, пожалуйста? Oh. Guess what I'm having for lunch today, guys? Ribs! Let's go! Where's the fire is at? Okay, here's the fire. Fire. kind of like it. Pretty similar. Spaceship. Yep. Thank you, Boris, for noticing that. Okay, if Boris understood that this is a spaceship, I'm safe. I think it's a good little sketch, in my opinion. I like it. Maybe hanging cables? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Still thinking about. Okay. Spaceship. Where are you? Here you are. Just, I'm afraid that it's gonna become too noisy. If I'm gonna add too many. Yeah. I could do U shape. How does it feel to backseat paint and draw? Feels nice, huh? It's like a little genie. You suggest, and then it starts appearing on the page. You're good guys, I'm just kidding. I said it's okay, Julie. Hanging wires make me think of some sort of creature hanging from them. Much like it's a cool idea, but probably too far from the idea. Thank you, Irina. See you soon. Maybe I'll add a little hatch. No. Out of that hatch. It's gonna be smaller. But out of that hatch, little little scout ships or droids. Will come out and be like beep, 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 beep. Or maybe not. Maybe bad idea. Maybe the doors are gonna be in here. No. Where's my drawing? Looks like a giant cheese now. Just want to see something. Don't panic, guys. Alright, I think for today, maybe one more thing, background. Fire! Good. Did the ship crash trees or trees crashed ship? Interesting philosophical question. Okay, time to eat cake. I like it. What do you think?
You're a food blogger now.
What?
You're a food blogger now.
I'm a food blogger. No? No?
No, I like it.
Okay, tell me something. You know you want to say something.
No, I just no, I'm cooking.
The giant ship went and then all the trees around it just went.
Me too.
Okay. Our sketch is done, guys. Next time, we'll paint this. But for pure epicness, we need to do this. I guess it's not a keyframe. If it doesn't have a cinematic border. Right? Okay. Now it's a cinematic masterpiece. And no one can draw better than us. Yeah, we're done for today, guys. Thank you for joining. It was fun. We did this in like what? 2 hours. Yeah, that's not a bad 2-hour sketch, in my opinion. Next session, if I'll resist enough, we'll paint it. If we're not gonna paint it in our next session, then gonna paint something else. I think our next stream is this Thursday. So if anyone new wants to join on Thursday, you're more than welcome. Meanwhile, goodbye, and I'm going away. Bye.